Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to another episode of Unsolicited Thoughts and Opinions with me, your host, Naledi Masipa. I hope you're all doing very, very well. I hope you had a great week, and I hope you're going to have a great weekend ahead. And it's the month of December, the festive season, the festive month, the month of months, the end of the year is here. I hope you guys have had a great year. I hope you ended off with a good bang. Stay blessed, stay safe because it is a festive month. There's a lot that's going to be happening, and you need to just make sure you're safe and you have all your belongings and stuff. And yeah, I honestly hope that you guys are doing well and stuff. Now that I've checked up on you, let's go through the checklist. Have you followed all social media accounts, Instagram and TikTok, for myself and UTO? If you haven't, click the links in the description boxes below and press the follow buttons because we get daily quotes on TikTok and Instagram. Just for a little pick me up, a little daily dose of motivation and positive vibes. And on my account, you get daily poetry recitals, which is the most like settling, smooth. This is poetry moment, just reading beautiful poetry written by other people. If you would like to submit some, please go DM me by my socials or my TikTok only after you followed. You have to follow first. I'm not joking. But I hope everything has been checked through. Now that I've checked up on you, oh, wait, no. What else do you need to do? Oh, YouTube viewers, have you subscribed? If you haven't subscribed, please press the subscribe button and the post notification bell right next to it so you can be notified on every kind of video that I post slash upload. Means the same thing. And for all my Spotify listeners, have you followed the account? If you haven't, just please click the follow button, like, save episodes, download, comment. Comment, engage, share with other people as well. Engage as much as you can. It really helps. I don't know how yet, but we will find out the more we grow every day and have more listeners all the time. But now that we've gone through all those shenanigans, I've checked up on you guys, we've gone through the checklist. Now let's get straight into business. Now, last week we spoke about falling nights and how they and what dating in Gen Z is like, in the Gen Z generation, in the Gen Z era is like. And we did a lot of complaining and we did a lot of highlighting of how terrible majority of the other species, the male species, are and how they act in the way that they go about dating people. Now, one thing I want to say, I would like to consider myself a girl's girl. I'd like to think I'm a girl's girl, and with me being a girl's girl, I have to say that this episode is definitely for the ladies. I want to just get into it with us and into it with y'all for a bit because this episode is called Rising Queens. Not yesterday, last week we spoke about falling nights. Today we're gonna spoke. What is going on with English today? Okay, now we're back to business. We're going to talk about rising queens. Now, my queens, understand that I'm using that word very intentionally because you are a queen and deserve to be treated like one. If you give queen energy, of course, you are a queen and you just deserve all kinds of queen treatment. Now, I want to start by saying that the bar is in hell. The bar is in hell, and at some point in life, with regards to anything, at some point in life, sometimes the things that you have, the something that you've been exposed, like the truth of it has been exposed to you, and you keep choosing and you're not changing. What you're not changing, you're choosing. And also with that is how does the quote go? It's like what happens in your life basically at some point, once a cap has been reached for external circumstances to affect your life, is what happens in your life is basically kind of your fault. Well, not your fault, but like you have a part to play in that as well. So now with how these nights are non-existent or have fallen, and now we are being approached by jokers, it's very important to identify the fact that that person or that man is a joker and act accordingly. Treat a joker like a joker. Now, what I mean is, tying back to what I said about the bars and how the bare minimum gets so praised when it shouldn't be. And what I want to say is, ladies, for the people that you entertain, male or female, for the people that you entertain, you have to understand that you have to be entertaining them for a purpose. And another thing is like relationships. Okay, wait, no, let's start this way. The bar is in hell, and relationships have become very transactional these days. And we're not going to go back to the sex and money thing because I'm sure that's very evident and we've spoken about that enough. But another thing is, we sometimes, or people sometimes, approach relationships as if you give me something, then I can give you return, and I can give that to you in return, or something else in return. If you love me, then I will. If you like me, then I will. If you do this, then I will. It's like, why does it have to be a then I will? Let's give, like, when was the last time you just felt? Being in a relationship means, or I would hope you're in love. Being in a relationship, I would think, means being in love. But being in love, being in like with the person that you're with, versus having to, only because you love me, then I will give you my love back. Love, take that step forward, take that first step. And even getting into relationships, ladies, be assertive. Hints don't work. Hints don't work. They either get ignored or they just don't get picked up. So just be direct, be assertive, and put that ball in their court. I'm not saying chase after a man, because never do that, never chase. However, put the ball in their court and then see how they play it out. If they play it right, ding, 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 points for you. If they didn't play it right, points lost. Please step out the game. Next player. And what I want us to do is raise that bar. Raise that bar, like the expectation, not expectations, but the qualifications, I guess you would have for a relationship. They need to be stood on business. Now let's maybe start by establishing what the definition of bare minimum is. Okay, somebody asked in the Quora website. I think you all know what Quora is. It's spelled Quora. Yeah, where people ask questions and then they answer one another's questions. But bare minimum, when it pertains to just bare minimum in general, it means the least possible amount, right? And then in terms of a relationship, it means putting in the least amount of effort or investment required to maintain the relationship. Now, that word least, already tells you everything that you need to know. Why would you be want to give in the least? Why are we praising the least? The bit, like the bottom. We're praising the bottom instead. It's like we clap for fish that can swim. Why do we do that? You're a fish, you're supposed to swim, you know? So, with that bar being in hell, and the bar is the bare minimum being in hell. And when I say it's in hell, I mean it's because like things like flowers and dates and things like that, they get praised. But it's like, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get me flowers. You're supposed to take me out on dates. If anything, I feel like bare minimum treatment is what you're supposed to be getting when a guy is pursuing you. Those are the things that catch your attention. The bare minimum for me should be a taste of what I would be getting in that full relationship. You know, a taste before the full meal is served. Do I like it? Do I not like it? Cuz let's just stop clapping for fish that can swim. Let's just stop. And also, it's like, if you're taking out on a date, that's what you're supposed to do. That's the effort that goes into the relationship. If that's what you like, again, one thing you should always understand is establish your non-negotiables, your boundaries, the things that you want in a relationship, the things that you need in a relationship from someone, from the relationship itself. Like, everything. Know what you want, know what you like, so that you know what you're going to get yourself into, and you know what you're looking for, versus going through trial and error. Well, yes, go through trial and error for every single person, because as you grow, maybe your interests or things like that may change, and that's fine. But I'm saying, while you're still single, at least establish what your bare minimum is, what your non-negotiables are, what this and this and this and this is. Like, establish all of those things so that you know at least in what direction you're looking. Because if you pick up every kind of Tom, Dick, and Harry, you might be going through a lot, okay? Because at least I know that Tom, Tom doesn't like to take me out on a date. He always wants to take me to his house. I don't want to be with Tom. Or Gary wants to take me out on one date and the date will never happen again and we just continue talking on the phone. Or Bob only wants to call me. He doesn't want to text me, but I like calls. So that's a point for Bob. Like at least I know where I'm looking at. I know which lens to look through and where to focus on. So with you having those expectations and those goals and things, guys, understand that before, I might say something that might get people angry, but whatever. Before you enter a relationship, understand that you're not entitled to that person's money, possessions. You're not entitled to anything of theirs. Anything that belongs to them, you're not entitled to whatsoever. They should be giving that to you out of the kindness of their heart. But if you're in a relationship, of course, expect those things. Be like, yeah, do what you're supposed to do. And with them showing, because you're not entitled to it, it shows like, I don't want you to demand anything. In fact, in the dating game, I feel like this is how we should go about things. So go on dates with people. When I'm going to refer to dating right now, I'm going to refer to it as getting to know people. So it's basically like a date when you sit down on the first date with someone and you're exchanging information with one another. When you're dating people, don't never, oh, ladies, when you're dating someone, when you're on a date or getting to know someone, never tell them what you want or like in a relationship or a guy. Because one thing guys know how to do very well is take that information and use it for their own good. Not even for this, not even for your sake or to show you the things that you like, but for their benefit to say, so if I do this is how I think guys think. Unfortunately or unfortunately, I don't care. I don't know. But like, they're going to see that as, okay, this is the key to the door. This is what I need to get inside. Okay, I need to take her out on a date, maybe get her some flowers, and then that'll put me in, and then that's it. That's it. That's all I needed to do to get her. She's giving me the Krabby Patty formula. Ah, genius. Thank you for the tips, sis. But that's why I don't want you to ever reveal what you expect or want in a guy or a relationship. Because what you expect from a guy and from a relationship with someone that you just now meeting and someone that you're getting to know. Because as you get to know that person, have regular conversations, ask normal common questions, and see who they reveal themselves to be. Yes, it may be all fake in the beginning, but pick up on certain things because I feel like a person's character is their character. It is who they are. So they're going to eventually show who they are, regardless of whether they put on a facade momentarily or act some kind of way momentarily that's not according to their true nature of their character. But a person's character is their character, and a person who is who they are, right? They can't really change who they are to their core unless they want to change, right? But they will reveal themselves who they are. And in that dating, that's your time to like start screening. Okay, the words that come out of your mouth, how you're acting and how you're treating me. Is this worthy of a second date? Is this worthy for even a relationship for me to be getting to know you? Like, does this need to even go further, or are you just chatting nonsense and I'm like already over this date, like take me home? Use that time to scope and screen people and see, are they your person or not? Are they somebody that ticks the boxes that you want ticked or not? You know? So let the fish swim and see how well they swim. Or if they can do tricks and stuff, okay, impressive. You caught my attention and it's impressive. But that doesn't mean all of a sudden I'm going to dive in all in, you know? So yeah, that's number one. Number two, talking stages. You know, one thing I don't like anymore is the concept of a situationship. What is a situation? I want you to know with me. If anything, I feel like the word is assertion. Yeah, I think it's assertion where you're just certain of what you want, especially about me. If you want to date me, know that from the beginning. Don't take me for a ride. Cause like, what is a situationship? And a talking stage, I feel like a talking stage should be a good 3 months is a long time, guys. 3 months. of talking on the phone, going out on dates. 3 months. Why are you still not sure after the first month? I feel like, especially because you're supposed to be making effort to be seeing each other. So by then you should be getting a feel of each other's vibe. Do you like each other? I feel like a month is good enough. Especially because I really believe, I feel like I've said this before, is that I really believe that a guy knows what they want and what they don't want from a woman and for a relationship, whatever. A guy knows. A guy knows what they want and what they don't want. They know if they want to make you the girlfriend. They know if they want to make you the side chick. They know if they want to make you the wife. They know if they want to make you the sneaky link. They know if they want to make you the booty call. They know what they want. They know, and then they move forward to get what they want. That's how I think niggas think, because that's just how they've been revealing themselves to me to be like, right? If they like you, they'll pursue you in the way that they like you. They'll show you that they like you. If they want to treat you like a booty call, they'll be showing you that you the booty call, babe, busy calling you at booty call hours. You see what I'm saying? So with them knowing what they want and what they don't want, I feel like within that month of getting to know each other, we're talking. It doesn't have to be every day. Because, guys, one thing about that talking everyday things, all of us have lives to live, especially when you're like growing up and you start having shit to do. It's like we all have lives, but that effort into talking to me, that effort into doing something for me or whatever is what matters. That's what shows me, okay, you want this, and you're not just letting it be an excuse to like do nothing or the bare minimum, you know? But as you're talking to me in that month and getting to know each other and we're going on these dates, in that month, as the guy, I know for a fact that you know what you want from me. You know where you want to go with this thing between us currently. I feel like that's the only, not even, I shouldn't don't even call it a situationship. You're pursuing someone to be blank. That'll depend on what's happening in that situation. Blank could be girlfriend, wife, booty call, sneaky link, member of the roster, side chick. It could be anything. It could be anything. So I feel like within that month, also you should know, do you want this person to be do you want them to be your boyfriend or not? And then after that month, if they're taking their time, ladies, please don't be afraid to ask questions. If you see a boyfriend in that guy, right? Because you know why you're also pursuing them, ladies. Come on now, let's not play around with people and their feelings. You know what you want. I know, okay, as when I'm gonna pursue something with this guy, I may be hoping for a relationship. So that's what you may be looking for, that relationship in the end. So after a month, if you feel, I feel like that's enough time. That's subjective, I guess, but it's like after that month I must sit back, and if I see that he's not doing anything, what I wanted to get to was, don't be afraid to just be like, okay, it's been a month, now what? Now what's going to change? What's going to be different in the second month that we're going to go into knowing each other? Is this just going to be a fat and set situation, or are we actually going to do the real thing? Like, don't be afraid to put niggas on their spot, to tell them like, yo, to ask them, yo, what's up? Because again, going back to me saying that they know what they want, they know, so they must give you an answer. If they don't give you a straight answer, it's because they want to make you something that maybe is below what you want. So for example, you want a boyfriend, but he wants a booty call, right? So if he's cutting through the corners, and I ask you straight up, okay, it's been a month, now what? Like, now where's this relationship going, right? And if he's giving me because that's what lame excuses sound like to me. If he's giving you lame excuses or not a straight answer to say, listen, I just want you to be my booty call, because that's an honest, straight answer. If he's cutting around through the corners, then he probably doesn't want to say you're a booty call. That should be already your note number one. Also, after a month, ladies, I want you to ask him, where's this going? What now? Ask that question, because men are supposed to lead, right? So how are you expecting someone who isn't a leader or a person with no direction to lead you? Where are they leading you to? You get what I'm saying? Like, have direction. If direction is boyfriend, okay, you know you're going to be led in that direction, and they must do things that are according to that plan, and that they must follow the map that leads in that direction. So if you say boyfriend, they're doing things that a boyfriend is doing. He's asking me out to be his girlfriend finally, instead of just doing boyfriend things and not committing to me. But if it's booty call, then they're gonna do the booty call things. They're gonna follow the map that follows the direction of booty call. It's like, be given straight, expect straight answers also. If you don't get a straight answer, switch that off immediately. Switch it off immediately, because it's like, why must I be confused? Don't confuse me. Don't give me excuses. Just give me a straight answer and be honest. Be honest. If you want me to be a side chick, tell me so that I can say, okay, I don't want to be that. I'm going to opt out of this. On to the next. If I want to be girlfriend, oh, if I don't want to be girlfriend, I can make that decision on my own and be like, okay, this is what it's going to be moving forward, or this is what it's not going to be moving forward, or we're just not going to be at all moving forward, you know? So that's another thing. Another thing is, don't be flattered all the time by, okay, let me start with saying this. I would like to think in any kind of relationship that something that I personally look for is how thoughtful the person is. As you're getting to know me, let's say I like flowers. I love to get flowers. But then you just get me boring roses. Oh, well, actually, no. I didn't give much information there in my example. So let me give full information so that what I'm trying to say makes sense. If I say that I love flowers, but I don't like roses, or just like one certain kind of flower, I like floral arrangements of different kinds of flowers, maybe even exotic flowers. And that's what I say. And then every time he gets me flowers, he just gets me a bouquet of roses, or just a bouquet of daisies, or just the bouquet of lilies. But it's like, you're not thoughtful. You didn't think that that's what I would like, you know? So the reason why I bring the flower example into what I'm saying now is because we see on social media the dates, you know, the extravagant hotel flowers on the hotel bed, and we see bouquet of flowers and things like that, and guys see that, again, the keys to get inside. So it's like, okay, that's maybe what I need to do. If she says she wants flowers, maybe she says she wants roses. But I'm a lady. I said I like floral arrangements. I don't want just flowers that you can maybe just pick up, you know. Yes, that thought counts to show you thought of me, but what would be so thoughtful would be the fact that, oh my gosh, you knew what kind of flowers to get me. You knew I liked floral arrangements instead of just some basic flowers like a bunch of roses. Maybe I do like a bunch of roses. Then he got me a bunch of roses instead of a bunch of daisies. You know, it's like a bunch, bouquet, grammatically speaking. But yeah, like that thought, guys, that thought counts. That thought counts, because it's like, now you're just taking a formula that you're using with every kind of girl. You're not even seeing me as unique or special. You're just using the same tricks that you would for every kind of girl before or after me. And it's like, bruh, no, don't do that. Don't treat me like I'm everybody else. I'm different. Okay, I am different. So treat me like me with the things that I like. And then obviously that will be reciprocated, because one thing we are as women is we're mirrors. We're very much reciprocators. You know that whole analogy of, if you give a woman a house, she'll give you a home. If you give her sperm, she'll give you a baby. If you give her food, she'll give you a meal. If she'll give you this, and then you'll give you that. It's like, we're multipliers and reciprocators. Well, reciprocators on a bigger scale. So it's like, if you feed me something good, I'm gonna give it to you good too. So you got me my thoughtful bouquet of flowers with the floral arrangement and whatnot, then it's gonna be like, oh, whatever it is that you like, I'm gonna then do for you as well. And I feel like that's what love is supposed to be like, showing each other and feeling versus exchanging and just saying, oh, because you got me flowers, now I'll do this for you. It's like, oh, thank you, you got me flowers. Because one thing you should be doing is everything out of the kindness of your heart. Never do something to expect something else back. And I want the gentleman to also be listening to this part, especially, is never get that woman flowers and think, okay, because I got her flowers, now she can cook for me or whatever. Get her flowers because you want to get her flowers. Do it out of the kindness of your heart. The thoughtfulness and that heartfelt intention. Again, intention has been screwed in this generation, because intention lately has been disingenuous completely. So is your intention genuine, heartfelt and thoughtful? Yeah, okay, now she will see those things and then she'll act accordingly, because I feel like her soft feminine side will have somewhere to be exposed, will have somewhere to freely be, you know. So giving her that platform to be soft, to be that woman to you in whatever you want her to be, that woman, yeah, in the way that you want her to be that woman to you, like, yeah, just do things out of the kindness of your heart. Let's bring back genuine intent. Ladies, also for you, if you're doing something for somebody else, let it be out of the kindness of your heart. Don't expect anything else. And if that person doesn't act accordingly after what you have done for them, step out. Because I'm not saying pour in a cup that doesn't pour back into you, because that's not the way that life works. And I feel like that's where the very blurry line is that we the blurry line between a transactional relationship and me being in a relationship and just doing these things for you. There's a very blurry line there, but know how to solidify it, because it's like, I'm gonna be me. If I say I'm a lady, I am a kind, sharing, caring person. I'm gonna be kind, sharing, and caring to everybody. But once I see that you don't deserve that kindness, that care, and my sharing behavior, I'm gonna take it back and I'm going to give it to somebody who actually gives something or pours back into me as well. Because I'm not going to pour in a cup that doesn't pour into me, because I'm going to end up being left drained and empty, and as if I'm the only person, because I am the only person participating and pouring into one another. Mine is dry. There's no flow by me, but I'm overflowing into you. And that actually, speaking of cups and overflowing, whenever you pour into someone, let it be that. Whatever overflows is what other people get, because that means my cup is full. I'm not taking half what is half in my cup and pouring into someone else. No. My cup is overflowing. You're getting that overflow. You're getting the residuals. That's what a person should be getting from you, is the residuals of that overflow. But because it's overflowing, it means I would think it's a good thing. You know? Don't sacrifice pieces of your cup. I feel like that part of now pouring into someone else's cup and pouring back and stuff like that, it's like, I feel like that stuff is for marriage, because of like how deep it is, and how sometimes marriage may not be 50-50, and you may go through times where you have to be 60-40, sorry, and 70-30, or 100, 90-10. It's like it's a different dynamic of relationship when it comes to marriage, because that's a lifelong partner, and life takes you through things, and you have to go through things like that with your partner. But in terms of a relationship, it's like below a marriage. So it's like, I'm not gonna be doing too much for you, because this relationship isn't as much. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think those are the things I wanted to dibble dabble on a bit, just for us ladies to, like, be careful. Ladies, raise the bar. Can we please raise the bar? If a guy comes to you on some nonsense and things that don't agree with you, switch it off and go on to the next. There are how many billion people on this planet? How many billion people? How many billion of males on this planet? And I'm not gonna take sugar honey iced tea from this one. So I'm gonna move on to the next. Move on to the next. Be direct. Be straightforward and assertive. If you just, please, ladies, I feel like the purpose of this episode was for me to say, let us raise the bar. And if the bar has now been risen, let us keep it there. And for those that maintain it, for those that have reached the bar, that's where we show interest in them. And then it's like, as we getting to know each other and keep on, like, whatever, can you go above that bar? Because I don't want somebody to stay at the bar. The bar is the bare minimum stuff. The bar is the bare minimum stuff. So it's like, okay, you're doing the bare. If you're at the bar the entire time we're getting to know each other, let's say we're dating for 6 months and you've been at the bar, I'm leaving you, because all you're doing is the bare minimum. You're not even putting in the extra effort to show me that you like me or want me. So be with people. Once we have raised the bar, let's keep it there. And for the people that you let into your life are the people that reach the bar and exceed it over time. Over time, they're just going up the bar. If the bar is here under this poster, or at a certain point for the listeners. For people that have reached it, you've caught my attention. Now it's about seeing, can you keep doing this? Can you keep building? Can you keep going higher? Are we still staying at the same spot? Because I don't want to be staying in a stagnant spot. Like, I just don't. So, yeah. Ladies, let's raise the bar and keep it there. Keep it there. Have standards and don't lower them for somebody else. Don't give excuses for somebody else. If anything, I'm encouraging you to be extremely strict. Well, strict enough, of course, but like be strict. Know what you want and don't accept things that you don't want. Please, because now these guys, as we play the guys' game, they're thinking that, oh, like now in this generation, we play their game. We play their game. And it's like, oh, okay, we're all playing the game then. Now everybody's fucked. I would like to be those people to be like, nah, this game is rigged. This game is hella messed up. I want to change it. Take me to a new game or take me to a new sport. I want to bow out of this. I'm not going to be playing with a bunch of jokers. I don't want to play this dribbling game with the jokers. I want to be playing chess with kings cuz I'm a queen. Let's do this. Let's play a more sophisticated game in quotes. You know what I'm trying to say? I hope you get what I'm trying to say. But yeah, ladies, you're a queen. Allow yourself to be treated like one and treat yourself like one. And when you're looking for your king, don't be giving chances to jokers and fallen knights. Give it to a king. Okay? A knight comes to you and shows you why he is king of his kingdom or whatever, period. And why you should be the queen and why you are the queen of his life. And how you should be treated like one. Through and through. Through and through. But yeah, ladies, it's time to stand on bit. Let's do that for 2025. In fact, let's start a new year resolution because we're at the end of the year. A new year resolution. Raise the bar. Accept queen treat. No, accept and reject things that are according to what you want. I'd rather say that because, again, everybody's different. Not everybody wants the same things that I want. This is just get spoken. I'm speaking to you guys in this context of what I like and want and what I would expect from other people, but apply this kind of advice to your own situations and what you want. Because some people don't want relationships. Some people just want to be out and about. But still know what you want to be and have standards while you're out and about, so that you're not out and about with every Tom, Dick, and Harry. You know, you like your bobs, so you stick to the bobs. But if the bobs are good to you, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Think selfishly. Think selfishly until you have to be selfless, you know? And yeah, be selfish ish. Put yourself first. Raise the bar. But yeah, I think I've said everything I wanted to say. If I haven't, let's talk about it in the comment section. Is there anything that you would like to add on, ladies, about things that we need to be considering? Share that with everybody because the comment section is a public platform. So people are going to be seeing conversation, whether they watch this video or not, they're going to be seeing the conversation that happens down there. So let's talk about it. And that is all the time that we have. Ladies, love you all. To the fellas that have listened, thank you for listening. And I hope you can apply that advice in a way that maybe you can to how you treat the ladies. And yeah, God bless you all. Jesus loves you too. And besitos. Goodbye.